We have completed installation of the whole system, the AC. We stripped the whole system. We found out some problem. It had no freon, but what we found, the compressor is busted and it was leaking, and another hose is gone. So fortunately in Bangladesh we do make hoses, and we could get hold of another compressor. It is a modified compressor, but it doesn't work, so we have replaced that. And this hose was busted, so we made a new hose. These are the two things that were gone, and of course when one does an AC system, you have to change the plug valve, which was clogged up, and of course the dryer, they call it molecule gel. It's very dirty, and this one is silica inside, so we had to replace that. And we flushed the whole system thoroughly with a flushing agent, and then we have pressure tested the system. It looks like there's no leak. We kept it for half an hour with 300 psi. One doesn't need to go over 250, but sometimes they go to 300, and there was no leak. What we have done in this system, we stripped the entire system. That's the best way of doing it, because we did not know how much oil the system had. We did not know what was wrong with it, because the owner of this car has suffered a lot and he was not satisfied with the cooling at all. So what we have done, we just stripped the whole system, and then we did individual testing of each and every component. There are few major components like compressor, condenser, evaporator, block valve, and the molecule gel, plus the hoses. So what we found, the compressor is leaking and is not performing up to the mark. So we needed to change the compressor. Now this car had a different type of compressor, so it was modified. So we put a modified compressor of an Allion, which is a similar kind of machine, and Toyota has it. So we have modified that. One of the hoses we found which was leaking. So fortunately in Bangladesh now we can make hoses. So we got a hose made, tailor-made for this car. This is the hose. So we got a new hose, and the old hose is here. So we changed that hose here, and then we pressure tested the whole system for half an hour at 300 psi. It turned out that there is no leak. We injected the precise amount of oil which is in the data bank. So we have a data bank of all the cars, most of the cars. So we found out that this one needs 135 milliliter of compression oil at PEG 46. Again, there are 3 or 4 different kinds of oil, and you have to know which oil to put in which car and how much. The amount is very, very important. So we did put whatever is actually required. So we know the system is clean, system is leak-proof, and system has the perfect amount of oil in it. Now, if we put the perfect amount of gas in it, which is 134A, tetrachloromethane, if we put that, the car should cool, car should chill, car should go as low as 45 degree Fahrenheit. I don't have the Celsius meter, so we're going to check it with Fahrenheit. That is almost like 6, 7, I don't know, maybe 10 degrees centigrade. That's in the source, so 45 degrees is very, very cold. I hope to bring this car to 40. Let's see what happens. Within the next half an hour, we'll find out. Now to put that right amount of Freon, we call it a Freon, but actually Freon is a brand name, you need a charging station. 440 kg of gas, 134A, without a meter, without the charging station. So we have 2 Italian charging stations and 1 American charging station. I think we are the only garage in Bangladesh who has 3 machines, such machines. 99% of the, maybe 99.9% of the garages in Bangladesh don't have a charging station. They just do it in the old-fashioned way, and that's why they can't measure it. Now it's very, very important to measure the exact amount of oil and exact amount of Freon inside the system. And if it is done, then the AC is going to run perfect, and we're going to achieve our goal of going as low as 45 degrees or lower. So here's the machine. We have this in the Italian machine. We put it in a vacuum. The vacuum is almost over. 2 more minutes. Evaporator installation is almost done. And within the next half an hour, we'll find out if we are successful and made the car very cold. If we do, the customer is going to be very happy and we're going to get our bill. If we don't, I have to find out what. And this machine will tell me, these 3 meter and this one will tell me if there's anything else wrong. But I seriously doubt that. I think we have done it. With my experience, I'm saying yesterday we did 6 AC, today we are doing 4 of them. So I think this is going to be done in the next half an hour. Thank you. I'll show you when the temperature drops down below 45. So the charging station is all ready to do the vacuum. We have done the vacuuming. We have ran for a long time, so we made sure there is no moisture left in the system. What we are going to do now, well, I can go, let me show you the display showing that I can do an automatic procedure or I can do assisted procedure. Now because I have modified the compressor, I cannot do an automatic procedure. If I do an automatic procedure, if I punch in the name of this car, then it will go into the original mode and it will only charge the thing according to the old compressor. But we have changed the compressor with a new type. So I have recalculated that we need 440 0.440 kg of gas. So without this machine, it's impossible to do 440. So let me show you. So I'll go into now, I'll go into assisted mode. I go under, and then I go down to gas filling, and I go 440. I enter it. I put the plate to 123. 1A3 is our job number, and I go enter, and then I go start, and it will immediately start pushing in 440.440 kg of Freon. So that's the precise amount of Freon according to this compressor, what it needs. And we have precise amount of oil inside. Now we're going to start the car up and start the AC. And it should work. This should drop to 30 and this should go above 200. But should not go too much. So AC chharte bolo. Okay, the AC started. So here we go. And it should work. So this is vital, and there's a temperature gauge. Now it is showing 80 degrees. So we're going to put inside this one, inside the car, and see what's the temperature. Well, it's working according to my calculation. It's close to 30 psi. Then the low pressure and the high pressure is 200, and the gas is full. Okay, now the temperature here is 80 degree Fahrenheit. So here we put 80 degrees. It's rapidly dropping to 60. It's coming to 60. My target is 45, mind you. So rapidly dropping to now it is 50. So 45 is our target. I hope the lens of the camera doesn't fog up because it's cold. Now it's 43. I think I'm going to reach 40, which is the dream temperature, which is like sick cold. Oops, it is going to be good. perfect. Another good job done. Another good job done. I challenge anybody to bring a car like this to 40. It can only be done if you do exactly according to the book. Now, there is nothing miracle about it. It's just done exactly what the book had asked for. As you can see, it has reached 40 degrees. Here it is. I don't know if the camera is doing justice to it. It's at 40 degree Fahrenheit at the source. And it is 4 o'clock and it should freeze up this car. Okay. Now let me ask driver সাহেব এখানে আমরা যেটা দেখাতে যাচ্ছিলাম যে ড্রাইভার সাহেব এটা লাইটটা আবার ধরেন এখানে আমি যেটা দেখা যাচ্ছিলাম যে আমাদের টেম্পারেচার মিটারটা আমাদের টার্গেট হচ্ছে 45 ডিগ্রিতে আমরা আসবো সো আমরা এখন টেম্পারেচার মিটারটা ঢোকাবো টেম্পারেচার মিটার আমরা একটু গরম করে নিলাম এখানে টেম্পারেচার মিটার লাইট দেখেন এখানে এখন দেখাচ্ছে 70 ডিগ্রি আমরা ঢুকালাম এখন টেম্পারেচার মিটার কমে আসবে আমাদের টার্গেট হচ্ছে 45 সো টার্গেট 45 এখন 50 তে নেমেছে এখন 48 এ নেমেছে আমরা 40 এর কাছাকাছি চলে আসি 45 তো হয়ে গেছে 40 হলো একদম ব্র্যান্ড নিউ গাড়ি 40 নিচে নামে না কোনো গাড়ি 40 নিচে নামলে আইস হয়ে যাবে cooling chamber. So it is almost 40 or 39. I don't know. A successful job done. Thank you very much. So we have done it. We wanted to kind of freeze the car. This is all you can see condensation. It's cooling very good. It just went down to 40 degrees, which 5 degrees more than what we expected. So job well done.